Hello and welcome to the Kundalini Yoga for PMS. This Kriya helps with the relief of PMS symptoms, and we begin by tuning in with Adi Mantra, rubbing the palms together to generate a little bit of heat. We unite the left and right hemispheres of the brain by bringing the palms together with thumbs at the sternum. On an inhale, we chant Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. We will do this 3 times. The words literally mean I bow to the creative wisdom, to the divine teacher within. You can see I'm just pointing to the words of the mantra on the wall behind me. Next, we move on to Mangala Charan mantra. The words are Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. This mantra is a prayer, a call to all the yogi masters who have gone before, a sort of tuning into their high frequency. Chanting like this sends vibrations through the upper palate, in the roof of the mouth, to the brain, turning off the lizard brain, that anxious part of our minds, and tuning into the parasympathetic nervous system. So as we finish chanting, just sit quietly, let your breathing return to normal. Tune in with how your body feels at this moment in time. Now, putting your hand on your abdomen, inhale deeply and fill up your belly with air. Then, exhaling sharply through the nose, pull the stomach muscles back in towards the spine as strongly as you can. The exhale should sound loud, almost like a dog panting, and the inhale is passive. So keeping your hand on your belly, practice going at your own pace, letting your own natural breath lead. Breath of fire is really detoxifying. It helps to clear any mental or energetic stagnation from the body and from the brain. It helps to clear the lungs and to generate heat and warmth in the body. It should not be done, however, if you are pregnant, if you have a lung condition, a chest infection. Be guided by how your own body feels. It's normal to feel a little bit lightheaded at first, and it takes a bit of practice. But it's always a useful tool to have, and you can come back to Breath of Fire at any time. While some degree of PMS symptoms are normal for most women, it's likely that you have medical PMS if you find it difficult to function normally in the days or even 2 weeks leading up to your period. The present cultural norms don't allow women the space and rest they need to truly take care of their bodies and reproductive systems. Also, if there have been traumas or old unprocessed pain that still lives in the body, these things can become active at this time. The thoughts we think affect our reproductive cycle. This Kriya aims to give you the space to process your emotions and to turn that internal commotion into devotion to yourself and to your yoga practice. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Tune into your body. See how you feel, body and mind. Now moving into leg extension. Move onto your hands and knees. Extend your left leg behind you straight, and your right knee comes forward bent. Let your forehead sink to the floor. Place your arms along your sides with your palms facing upward. Relax in this posture with long, slow, deep breathing. With each breath, fill up the bottom of your lungs, the sides of your lungs, the top of your lungs. Each time you exhale, imagine a little bit of tension leaving your body. This posture is deeply relaxing and helps to balance the hormones in the body. To end on the right side, briefly hold the breath in, then exhale using the hands to push yourself up, and then switch out the legs, bringing the left leg forward and the right leg, sending it back towards the bottom of the mat. Sinking the forehead towards the mat, arms sweeping behind you, open palms facing the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. With each exhalation, allow your body to relax and to sink into the mat. Also be aware that one side may feel completely different to the other side. And that's absolutely fine too, and perfectly normal. So pushing myself or yourself up with your hands, move gently, coming back into easy pose. That's a gentle cross-legged position. I have a block because I find it more comfortable. I like to be elevated because I have some problems with my lower back, and maybe for you too, it might be nice to sit on a cushion or a block. Now we're moving on to our next asana, which is a throat massage. So massage your throat from your collarbone to under your chin. Then, after we finish massaging the neck and the throat thoroughly, we'll move on to our ears. Use your palms, sweeping up and down, and then in little circular motions using the pads of your fingers. This massage works on the pressure points and meridian points that relate to your ovaries. And the throat is a center of our channel of communication between the head brain and the heart brain. It's quite a delicate part of the body and must be cared for gently. Here you can see I'm really using the pads of my fingers to make small pulsations and circles on the throat. This is really great to improve circulation. Don't neglect the back of your neck either. Now moving on to the earlobes. I'm wearing earrings, which is a little bit of an obstruction, but you can take yours off before you start yoga. And just massaging the inner ear, the lobes, the back of the ears. Applying just enough pressure to generate some heat and warmth and to get the blood moving freely. You can spend around 2 minutes on each part. 2 minutes on massaging the neck, 2 minutes massaging the earlobes. To finish, I like to cup my hands over the ears and to allow all of that prana to sink in, all of that good energy. Bringing the hands back to the knees, allowing your breathing to return to normal. And now, removing the block or cushion if you're sitting in one, stretching the legs out in front of you, and lowering the body so the back comes to the ground, with the legs wider than hip width apart, as wide as you can keep your legs apart. Hands with elbows pointed out in 90-degree angles to the side, thumbs behind the shoulders and fingers in front. We're going to inhale and exhale here, and then lift on an inhale up and come forward into a forward stretch. We're really stretching out the lower back. Try and concentrate on all your muscles, keeping your abdominal muscles tight. Bend as close to the ground as you can. The idea is to get your nose as close to the ground as possible. And for me, every day is different. Some days it's more possible than others. So while you're in this forward stretch, keep breathing deeply, inhale and exhale. And with each exhalation, see if you can let a little bit of tension release from your body and lean a small bit further forward, keeping the feet in front of you and toes flexed. And then on an inhale, let the body, holding everything, all the abdominal muscles tight, gently sink back into a lying position. Let the palms of the hands fall out to either side. And breathe normally. As you come up for the second and final time, using all of the muscles in your back and your abdomen to bring yourself up from the mat. Exhale, and as you exhale, bring your body, your head, your nose as close to the mat as you possibly can. Feel into any areas of tightness, pain, or stuckness, and try and breathe into them and release tension with each breath, with each exhalation. This posture is very good for circulation, particularly of glandular secretions, and it works on your digestive system and the navel point. Relaxing back now, using all of the muscles in your back. Hands come out by your sides, palms facing upward. Enjoy a few deep breaths here, relaxing. We're going to bring our hands, exact same position, thumbs behind the shoulders, using the abdominal muscles to bring ourselves up. And this time you're going to stretch over your left knee. This is known as a nose to knee stretch. Hold for as long as you can, breathing deeply, inhaling, exhaling. You can hold for up to 1 minute or longer in this posture, and then we will relax back towards the mat slowly, taking care for the spine. Letting the palms fall out to each side, enjoying some relaxing breaths here on the back. Then hands come back into the position, thumbs behind the shoulders, fingers in front, and bring yourself back up. This time nose comes over the right knee. Again, inhaling and exhaling, at least 3 breaths here in this posture. Maybe one side feels more flexible than the other. Just note, just take note, that's all. Then relaxing back onto the back, letting the palms of the hands fall out to either side. Bringing the feet in if that's more comfortable. Letting the breathing return to normal. So rolling over to the left hand side and pressing yourself up into easy pose, a gentle cross-legged position. We're getting ready to do some spinal flexion here. Putting the hands onto the knees, using them as a bit of support. Going to inhale forward, head comes forward, chin lifted, chest up and open, heart open. With the inhale, exhaling, shoulders round, head dips forward, chin lowers towards the chest. So moving with your own breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. I'm just moving to the side so that you can see what it looks like from a side angle. This posture, along with our next posture, is really great for helping to relieve tension in the ovaries. It helps to get the fluid moving in the spinal column, and it's a great way to start every day. Even if you are short on time, a little bit of spinal flexion goes a long way. And here you can see the difference that adding the block makes to the degree of movement that I have. Inhaling and then coming on to your knees, removing the extra tissue from your glutes so that the heels are pointing directly up into the glutes. Then interlacing the fingers behind the back, twisting, looking over the left shoulder with the inhale, turning to the right shoulder with the exhale. This is spinal twist. Continue breathing and twisting your spine, moving with your own breath. For me, this tends to really work the midsection of the back and the upper back and shoulders. It's a little bit challenging to coordinate the head-neck movements with the spine and the palms, but it's a very good practice to do. Another way you can do this is by bringing your hands up to your shoulders with your elbows pointed out in a V around 90 degrees and twisting like this. So you can experiment and see which type of spinal twist feels best for you. Getting ready to finish now. On an inhale, come to center, hold the breath in, squeeze pelvic floor muscles up and in, hold the breath for 10. I'm using my fingers here to count. And then release. Let the breathing return to normal. Feel the blood pumping in your body now, muscles stretched. Mind hopefully a little bit more peaceful. And we're coming on to our hands and knees for some cat and cow stretches. You're probably already familiar with these from yoga classes. So inhaling, scrunching the back up, rounding the back, and exhaling forward. Chest opens, heart opens. Really feel the breath and the spine moving and bending with the breath. Move with your own breath at a comfortable pace, not too fast, but yet not too slow. And then on an exhale, sinking, let the hips sink over the heels in a nice forward stretch. The palms of the hands stretched out in front of you. And if you like, you can sweep the hands behind you and come into child's pose for a few moments of relaxation with the forehead sinking to the mat. and breathing. With each breath, releasing a little bit of tension from the body. Now, gently, on an inhale, raising back up onto the hands and knees, and we are going to do hands and knees walk. So, elbows go to the ground, hands up towards the face, let the face sink into the hands. Lift left leg and right leg up with the heels, the feet off the ground, and begin walking forward and backwards. We'll do this about 5 or 6 times. Don't worry if you fall over. Learning this new coordination is all part of it. So think left leg, right arm, left, right leg, left arm, and try and move them in a pair. This is actually very good for your brain, crossing over the diagonal like this. This exercise in particular stimulates blood circulation in your ovaries and your head. Keep those feet off the ground as best you can. Walking forward, walking back. And keep your movements small if that's easier. To finish, palms to the ground. And gently come back into easy pose. You can sit on the block if you prefer. Let your breathing return to normal. Lifting your right hand or your left hand, depending which hand is dominant. For me, it's the right hand. So the right hand comes up, the right thumb pressing on the right nostril. So I inhale through the left nostril, then I use the index finger to hold the left nostril in or to compress it. I lift my right thumb off my right nostril and exhale through the right nostril. Then inhale through the right nostril, close it with the left thumb or with the right thumb, exhaling through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril, close it, exhale through the right nostril, and continue that pattern for about 20 repetitions. Breathing through the left nostril is associated with the right brain. It's described as having a cooling effect, and it's associated with being more receptive. Whereas breathing through the right nostril is associated with the left brain and encourages a more action-oriented attitude. This breathing exercise helps to balance both hemispheres of the brain, and it's really calming and soothing for the nervous and the glandular system. It's a great practice to have throughout your life. So removing the block now and coming into a lying position on your back. We're going to practice Grace of God meditation in 2 parts. The first part is the lying part, lying on your back part. So close your eyes, rest your arms by your side, and inhale deeply. Suspend your breath, so hold the breath in. And as you hold the breath in, repeat to yourself, I am Grace of God, 10 times. I like to use my fingers to keep me on track. So first of all, the index finger and thumb, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, and then I move on to the right hand. So it's right hand thumb, index finger, right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger of the right hand. And then exhale. When you have completely exhaled, begin again, holding the breath out this time. It's quite a challenge to keep your breath held out for the repetition of I am Grace of God 10 times. But it's a really great practice for helping to still the mind. And it's excellent for cutting through any mental turmoil or any persistent thought patterns in the brain. So we'll do 5 repetitions here on our back. Keep going. I am Grace of God. 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 So bringing the knees up towards your chest, rocking gently on the spine to awaken it. Come back onto an easy cross-legged position to complete the second half of the meditation. So this time, the left hand with the left palm comes out, elbow slightly bent, left hand offered towards the ceiling. Using the fingers again, touching the left thumb to the right or to the left index finger. I am Grace of God. I am Grace of God. Middle finger, I am Grace of God. Ring finger, I am Grace of God. Little finger, I am Grace of God. And repeat with the fingers on the right hand. We will do this for 5 repetitions. So remember, holding the breath in for 10 repetitions, then exhale completely and hold the breath out for 10 repetitions. This mantra is said to be a mantra of self-effectiveness. It can help combat feelings of isolation and insecurity, and it helps you to connect with your infinite identity. It can also help build self-confidence and give you the strength to fulfill your destiny. Grace is the total inner beauty and strength of each and every woman. It's the strength that carries us through even the most difficult and challenging situations. When you're finished, let your breathing return to normal and check in. How do you feel? bringing the palms together, thumbs at the sternum. We're going to chant Sat Nam 3 times. Sat Nam. And the head comes towards the floor for the final Sat Nam. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful day.